Sammy B in the house. Early bird special. What's going on, brother? What is up? Ooh, I figure we'll wait like, maybe 5-10 minutes before we start this tour. Maybe like 10 to 15 minutes, something like that. What's going on? Ryan Perez in the house. What's going on, dude? Welcome. Emmett. What's going on, Emmett? Welcome to the live stream. The Fiend is in the house. Don't forget to Hulk smash that like button like it owes you money. Let's see who else. We have Rise Up and Tinky Winky in the house. What's going on, guys? Welcome. The Fiend says, I hope this isn't the last live stream, so I will talk a little bit about that later on in the stream. Alan's in the house. What's going on? They need to make a Funko Pop of me, says Emmett, talking about himself. But, yeah, right? That'd be pretty dope. Let's see. Bat Gabriel in the house wanted to know what my favorite sport was. Baseball, basketball, or football. Out of the three, definitely football. Underrated Mike is in the house. SM Lover, if you are just joining this live stream, don't forget to smash that like button like it owes you money. And you know how I feel about money here, right? We really like our money, so don't be playing around with that. Why am I blinded by this Greek god on my screen? I don't know. Oh. What's going on, Posty? It's been a little while. Good to see you. They should make a Funko Pop of Hawk from Cobra Kai so I can snap it in half and throw it out the window. What's going on, Tinky Winky? I did see Edge in NXT. I did. Am I going to watch the Super Bowl, says Ryan Perez. So I have a confession. I don't have cable. I do not own cable. Do I watch AEW? Yeah, you guys want to know a secret? What I usually do is, as soon as Dynamite is over, I will use, well, not as soon as it's over, the morning of, like the very next morning, I watch it at like 6 o'clock in the morning before it gets taken off of YouTube. I just YouTube it. I'm like, Dynamite full show. But yeah, I don't have cable, man. I don't like paying for cable. Question for you guys. I feel like there's a little delay in me talking. I don't know if that's the case for you guys as well, but it looks like just a little latency. I'm just curious to see if you guys see it as well. Let me know. Before we start the Funko Pop tour, I'm going to wait maybe 10 minutes. Just let some people come on the screen. Let's see. One of my favorite action figures. I'm blinded by the light. One of my favorite WWE action figures was Chris Jericho. $50 says, was that Tinky Winky? Yeah, sure was. I don't blame you for that. You can see I have a Chris Jericho action figure right over here. It's one of the few wrestling action figures that I have. So a lot of people are like, what's going on? The last live stream is coming up? That sounds terrible, doesn't it? No more live streams after number 29? Damn. 200 figures. Yowie, wowie. That's a lot of action figures. My goodness. Anthony, what's going on? Anthony's in the house. What's going on? Good to see all of you guys here. So I'm learning a little bit more about live streams. It's funny because I'm like, last live stream coming up, and now I'm learning more and more. I'm learning how to set it in advance. That way you guys can see it. And because I know before it was like I would start it right at 4 o'clock, and everyone's like, oh, I didn't get a notification. I didn't know it was starting. So now I figured out how to actually schedule it just a little bit in advance. I can schedule the next couple like a day or so in advance. That way you guys can set your reminders and we don't have to worry about you missing it at all, you know? Let's see. Whoa, love the beard, says Anthony. Appreciate that. Growing it out a little bit during this cold weather. The Ultimate Wrestling Fan says, who do I think Edge should face at Mania? To be honest, he's doing a really, really good job at selling himself, because when he won the Rumble, I was a little like, I can't picture him facing anybody. But I think ultimately Roman, but he did such a good job on Raw that I really wouldn't mind seeing Drew either. Darian says, how many pop figures do you have? I probably have close to 150 at this point, about 150. Let's see. Chris Santa's in the house. What's going on? Posty's in the building. Yeah, definitely watch the Royal Rumble. That is my favorite pay-per-view of the year. Tinky Winky says, I prefer Mustache Matt. Yeah, I did rock a mustache. If you guys haven't seen that, I think in a couple of Dank Ops videos, I had a nice mustache. I think that's the only time in my life that I actually rocked a mustache for a couple of days. I think it was in the beginning of quarantine, so I knew a lot of people wouldn't see me. If you are just joining this live stream, don't forget to smash that like button like it owes you money. Give it a little Cesaro uppercut. Boom! Right off the ropes. Boom! Don't be shy, man. Give it a little, headbutt that like button if you have to. Give it a, little bit. Glasgow kiss. Bam! 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 Do what you gotta do, all right? Let's see what else do you guys have here. Michael B's in the house. Anthony says, Beard Matt is better. Chris says, are you really cheap? Absolutely. A lot of people get it twisted. They see me in the studio. They're like, man, that guy's not cheap. He's got all those Funko Pops. He's not cheap. So that's actually one reason why I decided to do this today. It's been a little while since I did my last Funko Pop video, but they come from so many different places and usually so many different people. So I'm going to do my best to remember where a lot of them came from. Some of them Sugar Mama bought for herself and me. Yeah, so when we go through the tour in about 4 minutes, we'll talk about that. It should be pretty dope. And yeah, but yeah, definitely still cheap. As far as the recording studio, it's one way that I bring in income. So I have to have a decent recording studio to, make sure that people come back. This is actually an old microphone box. I just saw that in the corner of my eye. It was bothering me. I don't know why. I just saw it. I'm like, get out of here. Get. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? Anthony says, Carlito, the best talk about Carlito. Yeah, Carlito coming back. That's pretty cool. When he was here before in the WWE, I mean, I don't feel like he made like a huge splash, but he definitely was memorable. So it's cool to see him come back and, kind of rejuvenate his career and come back and almost get like a second opportunity. Same thing with MVP, Bryant's in the building. What's going on, Bryant? Ultimate Wrestling Fan says, do you watch AEW as well? Absolutely. Chris Santa says, do I have a Snapchat? I do. Like, you could probably find me on Snapchat, but I don't really use it ever. Not even that I don't really use it. I don't use it. I don't use it at all. Like, I'll never use it. There's just so many apps that I have and whatnot. So to use the Snapchat is just too many. Too many. Thoughts on Cody Ko being a wimp and not accepting your challenge? Listen, some people are soft and some people aren't soft. Cody's soft. It is what it is. Nah, honestly, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. Edge versus Roman needs to happen, says Bryant. I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. What was my favorite Royal Rumble return this time around? I guess Christian. I'm curious to see what Christian does with his time back in WWE. Michael B says, have I ever tried to put martial arts into my gimmick and moveset? I took karate for a number of years. There's been times where I've thought about incorporating some karate, but I've never actually pulled the trigger on it, but maybe I will. Maybe I will. Let's see. Nice beard. Thank you. Did I do the Discord thing? The Discord will probably come towards the end of the month, around the 25th. Like the very last week of February, I'll have that set up. Would I accept Carlito to spit on you? I mean, if it was part of the storylines, that was my job, absolutely. Let's see. Did I see Carlito's tweet about Chris Masters? I don't know. I mean, he was fine during his time there, Christian Cruz in WWE versus Christian Battle of the Christians. There you go. That'd be something, right? Who do I think will win the Super Bowl? I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. That's my guess. Cody Ko is scared to accept your challenge. Possibly. Matt, your stream keeps pausing on my side. So yes, I did ask you guys, is it lagging for you or does it seem like it's keeping up? Let me know because it seems like there's a little delay in me speaking as I'm watching it back. Doesn't seem like it's too bad, but it looks like a little delay. Bro kick or sweet chin music? Overall sweet chin music if it's coming from Shawn Michaels, but a generic super kick, I would take the bro kick over it. Am I religious, says Chris? I actually am not. I'm not a religious person at all. Yeah, I don't know. But we have about 30 seconds, and we're going to start this Funko Pop tour. I'm really, really excited to show you guys what pops I have and some new ones that you may not have seen before and kind of give a little backstory. As I'm doing the tour, if you guys have any questions about any specific pops, just ask, because I'll be able to see what you guys are saying, and I'll answer them accordingly. Mulalo's in the building. What's going on, Mulalo? You're just in time for us to start this tour. And yeah, let's get this thing started. If you guys have any specific questions that you really want me to answer, obviously it'll be a little more challenging for me to answer questions not related to Pops in this, but I absolutely will take advantage of that super chat and super sticker option, and I will get to it immediately. You know you get first dibs when you do that. All right, so I'm going to flip this camera around so we can see what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. All right, so we are going to start right over here. I'm going to actually detach this thing, so bear with me 1 second as I do so. Oh, man, I really tightened this guy. There should be some sort of an option, Chris, where it says super chat or super sticker when you go to put in some sort of text. I don't actually see that option just because I can't do it myself. So yeah, if anybody else has that answer and they can help Chris out, that would be amazing. So let's start over here. These are all new. I don't think I've shown these at all. So we'll start over from the left side. I don't know if you guys watch the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but it's one of my favorite comedies. It's extremely inappropriate, but hilarious. Yeah, let me know if you guys watch that show at all, but definitely some of my favorites. We have Mac, we have Charlie and Frank, who's played by Danny DeVito. One of my favorite comedies of all time, Anchorman. Let me know if you guys have seen Anchorman, because that's like, to me, the first one is really good. The second one, I could do without the second one, but definitely the first one is like in my top 5 comedies of all time. You've seen Anchorman, Tinky Winky? I love it, man. I love it. Yeah, so to answer your question, Chris, the $ next to the chat. Let me know if you decide to donate. I always appreciate it. Well, actually, it'll pop up for me, and then we could talk about that. So this, I only have 2 Pops that are not in the box anymore. Does anybody know where this guy is from? This plant-looking dude? Who knows? It's from an old movie. Little Shop of Horrors. Feed me, Seymour. If you guys haven't seen it, it is a classic. It is yep, there you go. There you go, Tinky Winky. No, not Plants vs. Zombies, but I can see why you guys would think that. It's from Little Shop of Horrors. So yeah, I have that there. It was Sugar Mama's idea to take it out of the box because she was like, oh, look, it's like a little plant. We had a Venus flytrap, but it ended up dying. And it is Audrey. It is Audrey. We had a Venus flytrap that ended up dying, and because she felt really bad, she ended up getting me this one. Obviously not a Pop right next to it, but this is actually a flash drive that I got for like $10, and it transforms, so I thought that was pretty cool. All right, let's move on to the big shelf. Let's move on to the big shelf. Okay. We got to start at the top. Let me see. This might look better without the light on. You might be able to see it better. I see you guys have some other questions. I will definitely try to answer them. If they're not Pop related, I would suggest using the super chat or super sticker option, because this is the Pop Tour. So I'm going to try to answer as many Pop related questions as I can. If you don't know, you should know, because if you watched Extreme Cheapskates, you already know I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. I got the Majin tattoo, which is the first tattoo I ever got, was the M on my shoulder for Majin. So I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. We have little Goku over here, Tien and Chaozu. I believe almost all of the Dragon Ball Z Pops Sugar Mama got me. There might be a couple that were from my brother, but I think the majority of them I got. Here's one. I'm sorry, Sugar Mama got, but this one I bought myself. I had to get Dead Yamcha, and it was a rare Pop. So I was like, you know what? I actually like ran over to Hot Topic and got the last one. One of the few times that I spent money on Pops. And let's see, the second row is all Dragon Ball Z as well. Let's see. Yep, the Majin Tat. I do not watch Attack on Titans, but I do watch some anime, and I really want to see Attack on Titans because it just looks really cool. I feel like the concept is really interesting to me. I started watching Death Note, but I haven't finished it yet. And yeah, so many Pops, it's insane. I got to go with One Punch Man Alpha. Let's see. Al says, did I ever collect action figures as kids? Yes, I used to collect Transformers and Beast Wars, Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe. I used to get a lot. I feel like that was the main, I guess, gift I got as a kid, you know? Why is there numbers on the Funko Pops? Great question. And I have to be honest with you, man. Even though I'm a Funko Pop collector, I don't know. I don't know exactly what the numbers are, because there's obviously not 616 Dragon Ball Z pops, yet this is number 616. I don't know if it's 616 in the animation series, perhaps. I don't really know. I don't know. But we got the Saiyans over here. We got Brawly, Super Saiyan Brawly, which was another rare one. That was hard for me to get. Another one that I actually did by myself. Like I said, it's rare, but there'll probably be like a handful of them that I bought out of my own pocket. I don't like to get most of them, though. Raditz, Sugar Mama got me this Vegeta, and when she got it for me, it was a surprise. She just had it in the room, and I walked in the room, I was like, what's that? She's like, that's your favorite, right? I'm like, yeah, I love Vegeta. So that was like a really cool surprise. Frieza, to me, is one of the best villains in Dragon Ball Z, so I had to get myself a Frieza. Well, I don't think I got that. I think that was a Christmas gift from Sugar Mama. Vegeta eating noodles was definitely a Christmas gift from Sugar Mama. And the Boos. I think she got me Fat Boo, but my brother got me Kid Boo. Here's a little fun fact. I don't think Boo is one of the best villains at all in the Dragon Ball Z series. I just don't. But it's funny because I have a lot of respect for like Majin Vegeta and Babidi, but the Boos, I could do without them. All right, let's get into some wrestling. But before we start the next row, I just want to remind you guys, if you haven't already, don't forget to smash that like button like it owes you money. Gotta go The Rock, the People's Champion, the Brahma Bull, the most electrifying man in all of entertainment. Right? Gotta have The Rock on there, man. Sergeant Slaughter. Vincent Kennedy McMahon, you're fired. The Ayatollah of rock and roller. Have a nice day, Mick Foley. Shoestrings are 99 cents, brother. Oh, man. And we got, of course, Seth Rollins. I think numbers are how rare they are. Let's see. What was it like to have a tryout back in TNA in front of Kurt Angle? As I just said, shoestrings are 99 cents, brother. Truthfully, I had no idea that Kurt Angle was going to be there. So I was like, oh, snap. Kurt Angle is here. That's crazy. So it was wild, man. Definitely like a highlight of my life. Break backs, never pay taxes. That's right, Brian. But that's a joke. Do I have a Michael Myers figure? I don't, but I have something in the same realm of horror. All right, I'm going to answer some of these questions here. Boo is my favorite, says Tinky Winky. If I had a nickel for every pop you have, I would be a millionaire. Maybe not a millionaire, but you could probably buy yourself something nice. How much if I sold the pops? Okay, so that's a really good question. I have something, an app where I basically have all the pops that I own in the app, and I think it's at like almost $3,000. Crazy, right? Crazy. Slingo's in the house. What's going on, Slingo? ETG, welcome. Try a walkthrough on this game called Fantasy Strike, please. I have seen that one. I'll have to check it out. Pop Filter Studios, that is the name of my studio here. Let's go down a level. We have more wrestlers. As you guys know, one of my favorite pops is the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Let me in. Got AJ Styles in the house, the phenomenal one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. New Day Rocks. I had to get the set, man. I feel like if I'm going to get New Day, I can't get them separately, right? Got to get them all at one time. Ooh, Sammy B. He helped supply the funds for these two pops right here through a donation. Trish Stratus and a rare Amazon exclusive Undertaker and No Wrestling IQ. He also helped me out to buy these pops. They donated to this channel and they requested that I got a couple of pops. And these were the two I got. Trish Stratus and The Undertaker. Cody Co's favorite wrestler, Nacho! My dad got me that one. He thought Nacho Libre would be hilarious since I wrestle. Now, from here on out, well, at least this case that I have here, it's a lot of random pops. Let's see. I do want to say, yes, thank you, Sammy B. I appreciate it. So if you guys have any questions not related to Funko Pops, definitely take advantage of that super chat and super sticker option, and I will try to get to it as fast as I can. Not even try. I will get to it immediately. But otherwise, we're going to put those on the back burner just for today because this is the Funko Pop Tour. If you guys ever played Street Fighter, we got Balrog. I think I ended up getting him in like a yard sale. Like someone was
selling him for like $2 or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take a Funko Pop for $2, sure. So going back, I know somebody asked about Michael Myers. I have a couple of horror pops. I watched Bates Motel with Sugar Mama, and this is actually her pop. I got it for her for like a Valentine's Day or something like that. I was like, look, I had Norman Bates dressed as his mom. If you've never seen Psycho, definitely check it out. Pac-Man. Got to go with some classic video games. If you don't know, I do love my video games, especially my old school ones. Sylvester and Tweety. Mega Man, Mega Man. Listen, it's like one of my favorite video game characters of all time. Going back to the horror series, we have Chucky. Chucky in the house. And do you guys watch Stranger Things? Do you guys watch Stranger Things at all? I love it. I love it. All right. Let's see. We got Hero in the house. I just saw. Let me sit down over here because this is about to get low, 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 low. All right. Yes, Stranger Things is probably one of my favorite Netflix series. I feel like it's really, really cool. Hero says, I found Stranger Things to be overrated. Wow. Yowie, wowie. Well, that's wrong. That's wrong. So we have The Walking Dead here. I used to love The Walking Dead. It was one of my favorite shows, but it kind of got stale as the years went on. But I have Herschel here, Daryl Dixon, Negan, and Shane. I'm a huge fan of villains. That's one thing you guys should know about me. I love my villains. Have I seen the Mickey Mouse Funko Pop? Yes. So my mom is a huge fan of Mickey Mouse. She loves Mickey Mouse. And I actually ended up getting her a Mickey Mouse Funko Pop for her birthday at one point. Fat Kid says, any thoughts on Discord? Yes, I will be making a Discord towards the end of the month. So, yes. Oh, happy birthday, JJ. Just in case we don't talk, happy birthday. So I do want to let you guys know, I'm trying to definitely answer all pop-related questions first, but if you have anything else that you really, 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 really want me to answer, you definitely use that super chat, super sticker option, and I will get to your question right away. Crash Bandicoot. You guys know how I feel about Crash Bandicoot. Love me some Crash Bandicoot. I did play the new trilogy, and I started playing the fourth one, but it's I don't know. It doesn't have the same vibe to it. I do love me some Crash Bandicoot. Yes. Isaiah's in the house. What's going on, Isaiah? Look, you talked about Mickey Mouse. Did you guys know that Mickey Mouse was originally named Steamboat Willie? Michael B. I love Crash Team Racing. Love Crash Team Racing. I do. Ever play the Walking Dead games? Yes. Slingo, the last one is amazing. I love the way they finished the series. The first game, I understand why you cried, man, because it was so well written. I was very, very impressed by it. Absolutely. Yeah. I'll fight Hawk, man. Don't even get me started. If you are an old school Nickelodeon fan, these two guys will probably look familiar. Angry Beavers. I know you guys love my singing, right? Flounder. I think that this is actually Sugar Mamas. Actually, all three of them are Sugar Mamas. She was a huge Cartoon Network fan growing up. She was a huge Nickelodeon fan growing up. I was more of a Cartoon Network guy. So you'll see a lot of Nickelodeon pops on here, and they are pretty much hers. Same thing with the Disney pops. So we have Goofy here. This one's actually from my brother because we played the first Kingdom Hearts together and the second one together. So he wanted to get me Goofy from Kingdom Hearts. Alan, I do, and you will see that one. I have played Silent Hill, but it's not one of my favorite games. We have Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. So a little fun fact about Sugar Mama, her two favorite Disney movies are Alice in Wonderland and Peter Pan. There's something about the, kids escaping from reality and going to fantasy worlds that really, really intrigue her. All right. We're going down here. Oh, somebody had just asked about the Cat in the Hat, and there he is. There he is. This one was I think a random pop my brother had gotten me. Teen Titans Go. This is from Sugar Mama's parents, Poison Ivy and Catwoman. Speaking of Netflix series, do you guys watch The Umbrella Academy? JJ says, do I call Sugar Mama off cam? I do not, but sometimes it slips. Like, I feel like that's more of her online persona name. But sometimes I call her Sugar Mama and she just looks at me like, really? You're still calling me Sugar Mama? Danny Zuko from the classic Grease. That is also Sugar Mama's right there. T'Challa. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace to Black Panther. And Umbrella Academy is so good, says JJ. Yeah, I agree, man. And RIP, says Alan, for T'Challa. Absolutely. Austin Powers. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? These two right here are actually both Sugar Mama's pops. I didn't watch Fraggle Rock growing up at all, so I don't even know who this guy is. And she was like, oh, I really want the Carmen Sandiego pop. She thought it looked really cool. So, Alan, I do not have a Groot Funko Pop. Anonymous Nebula's in the building. What's going on, brother? That's all right. We still got a lot to go. Hero says Umbrella Academy looks bad. Hold on. Umbrella Academy looks bad, but Cobra Kai doesn't? This one I actually got for Sugar Mama some years ago. Jack Sparrow. She has a crush on Johnny Depp. If you guys... I know somebody had asked me about Star Wars pops, if I had any. I only have a couple. I have Princess Leia, and then a couple that you guys will see a little bit later. The Iron Giant. All right, so let me guys tell you, let me know if you've seen the Iron Giant. I feel like a lot of people, all right, there we go. Alan has seen it. A lot of people have not seen the Iron Giant. So, funny story. When the Iron Giant came out, I saw it in theaters, and my mom cried so hard when he flies into the missile and he explodes and he goes, Superman. And ever since then, I was like, I needed to get an Iron Giant pop because it just reminds me of my mom. So every time I see it, I'm like, I love you, Mom. I love you, Mom. You're my best friend. I love you so much. John McClane from the classic Die Hard. My dad actually got me this one because he is a police officer and he wanted something to, I guess, represent himself in the in the studio. So I have something to represent both my parents in the lower right of this I don't know, shelving unit, I guess, if you will. All right, let me see what questions you guys got here. Iron Giant Part 2. I wish. Sammy B says the movie was epic. You haven't lived until you see the Iron Giant. I agree, right? Oh man, where's Golden John Cena? I actually do not have a John Cena pop. I do not. And JJ says, Matt, this is not cheap. I know, man. That is why I'm going through and telling you where they all came from, who got them. There's a couple that bought, but like, look, we just went through like 60 pops, and I think I bought 4 of them. You know what I mean? The majority of these come from other people. A lot of times, when we get to, there's an upper level that I'll show you guys in a bit. A lot of them are from my cousin, from my dad, from my sugar mama, from her parents. So I have a lot of people who buy pops from me because they know it's something I really like. So Slingo says, what's my favorite Funko Pop? And I see JJ already answered that question. The Fiend, it is. There goes Alan. Yeah, if you guys have been part of my live streams for a little while now, you know that The Fiend is my favorite pop so far. Who do we got down here? It's clobbering time. And no, I'm not talking about CM Punk. I'm talking about The Thing. I have 2 giant pops. One of them is The Thing, and which I did spend money on. Just throwing that out there. If you guys saw my video called I Spent Money, I do talk about buying this pop and buying another giant pop, which we'll get to shortly. Let me get back up here and let's see what we have by the window. Okay, so I made a second row, but I really need to find a better place for these pops because it's kind of hard to access the window, but we have Bugs Bunny in the house. Sub-Zero on the top row. If you guys are familiar with Blink-182, we have the drummer, Travis Barker. And going back to Star Wars, of course, I couldn't have a Star Wars collection without the child, Baby Yoda, and the Mandalorian. Yep. So these 2 my dad got me. This one, Sugar Mama got me. This one, I think my brother got me. And this one, I don't remember. So hopefully if somebody got it for me, they're not watching this and they're offended. All right. On the bottom here. Oh, man. Sugar Mama got me the majority of my Pokemon pops. But to me, Pokemon's classic. Fun fact, I was the first in the original blue and red versions of Pokemon. I was the actual first person in my entire school to catch all 151 in the original Game Boy version. So I went around telling people I was a Pokemon master. I felt really good about it. Don't make fun of me. All right? Don't make fun of me. But yeah, I don't have all the Pokemon Pops, but I have a decent amount. Sugar Mama got me this one, and she like ran to Target while I was recording someone in the studio. I was like, they released them in Target. You got to check. And she got the last one. I think she beat up an old lady for it. I'm not sure. Let me see. I see you guys said a couple things here. Before I climb up top and show you guys what's up top, let's see what just said here. Let me rewind. All right. All right, I see some fat jokes. Those are always nice. Let's see. Yes, that's right. The Kool-Aid one. Yep. I don't have the client, but obviously you just saw the Mandalorian. I don't do Fortnite, so I don't have any Fortnite pops at all. Let's see. I do not have a Scorpion Funko Pop. I do not. Pokemon is the most popular anime of all time. Yep, that I think followed by Dragon Ball Z. I was flexing when my mom gave me $10. That's hilarious. My brothers make fun of me for being addicted to Pokemon games. Nothing wrong with that. See, let's see. Do I watch All American? I do not. What is that about? Hopefully it's decent. All right, so I'm climbing up top here. So I don't know if you guys have seen these. Well, some of them. Now, look, I have Audrey too, but nothing's in it because that's what I showed you guys before. There's me with hair. Aladdin, that's Sugar Mama's. Nickelodeon, that's Sugar Mama's. Ickis, I don't know if you guys ever watched Real Monsters. Doug. Both of these are Sugar Mama's. The Good Place is a pretty funny show, so if you guys haven't checked it out, you should. And speaking of checking it out, if you haven't checked out that like button, give it a nice smash! Smash that like button like it owes you money if you haven't already. Have Aquaman, which I think my brother got me. Batman, I think I actually bought Batman. And Lobo, I think I got them both at the same time. All right, so let's moving right along. The other unboxed Funko Pop that I have is Goku. This is technically the first Funko Pop I ever owned. It was given to me by my friend Billy before I even knew what a Funko Pop was. He was like, "Hey man, I have this. Do you want it?" I'm like, yeah. Why would I say no to getting a Goku action figure of any sort, right? And I also have Dr. Evil hiding over here, right next to my giant mini-me. All right, let's see. You guys said a couple things. We'll go up top in a second. I just want to make sure I answer all your questions related to Funko Pops. Let's see. Yeah, you guys didn't really ask many questions about the Funko Pop, so that's all right. We'll moving right along. All right, so right up here, you guys can see I have Powerline. If you guys watch the Goofy movie, if we listen to each other's hearts. Yeah, we know Powerline. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. Had to have that like right in the center of the studio, top and center. We have Black Panther, R.I.P. again, man. I have T'Challa was actually given to me by my Nana. My Nana gave me T'Challa. Logan, that was from my brother Logan. Stan Lee, I had to buy a Stan Lee. That was definitely one I got for myself. I was like, listen, as a comic book fan, how can I not have Stan Lee? Cable, who is also named Nathaniel, which is my cousin Nate, decided to get me that one. He also got me Biggie, and he got me Austin Powers. So some of these, I might remember who got them for me as I go on, because sometimes they came in like groups. Pop, male and female. Sugar Mama had got that for me. We had plans to make each other out of the Pops, but we never did it. And my brother got me this Sonic the Hedgehog. So as far as the recording studio, that is pretty much all of my Pops. Let me see what we got here. I'll give you guys a little widescreen look. Let me see if you guys have any more questions. What is my least favorite Pop? Ooh, that's a good question. Um, Probably Princess Leia. Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat? Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say neither. I like both just about the same, but I don't know if you've ever played the game Bloody Roar. That was one of my favorite fighting games, and I also enjoy Super Smash Brothers more than both. Let's see here. Uh, what? A little brain? What are you talking about, Machiavelli? How old is my brother Logan? He is 26 now. Just turned 26 last month. Hypnotize is such a good song. Matt just sang it. Let's see. Is your brother a Funko Pop fan too? No, he is not at all, actually. Not even a little bit. I've got him some Funko Pops before, and he was like, I don't really like these. So, someone said, where's the Kool-Aid man? Bam! Ask and you shall receive. There he is. All right. So, I'm going to actually bring you guys to a different room where I did not even go to the last time I did a Funko Pop tour. So, here we go. All right. Up top, there we go. We have Sesame Street characters. So a lot of these were actually from Sugar Mama and my mom, because growing up, I used to watch Sesame Street, you know, as a kid, obviously. I watched it yesterday. So I have to have all the classics, man. I have to have Big Bird, Elmo, Grover, the Count, Bert. Sugar Mama loves Harry Potter. She's a huge Harry Potter fan. So we got Harry Potter and Dobby. He's a house elf, if you guys don't know. We have Iago. Like I said, a lot of the Disney ones are hers. So she got Iago, Abu, Rafiki, the witch from Snow White, Beauty, the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, Figment. These are literally all hers. The majority of these out here are hers. Mr. Rogers. I'm not a Yogi Bear fan at all, but she is. So Yogi Bear. Peter Pan. Like I said, she loves Peter Pan. We have a couple of Stranger Things guys. These are actually mine right here, the Stranger Things ones. Actually, 11 is hers, but she got me Hopper and Steve. We have Heifer. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Rocko's Modern Life, but she was a fan. I actually was not a huge fan of Rocko's Modern Life. We have Hey Arnold. Of course, you got the Rugrats. Gotta have the Rugrats, right? Tommy and Chucky. Some more Doug. And then we have some more Sesame Street guys. And that is actually all of the pops I own. Every single pop I own. What do you guys think about that? That is all of them. Every single one. Let's see here. I am going to do this. Hey, what's up? Where's Curious George? I don't have a Curious George pop. I do not have a Curious George pop. We're going to actually head back into the studio. We have about 20 minutes left to go. So I figured now we'll just wrap things up with a little Q&A. I think you guys probably asked some questions that I didn't get to. So yeah, all that good stuff. I'm not lying, Matt. There is a brain. Don't make me cut open one of my pops. Don't make me do it. Because Machiavelli, I will be really upset if I open up a pop and there is no brain inside. Don't be messing with me, man. Don't be messing with me. Don't be messing with me, man. All right, so we are back in the studio. All right. Whoa. Let me put this back on here. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to attach this guy here. There we go. Nope, I lied. We did not get that. Let's try it again. For some reason, this is giving me a hard time. Hello? Oh, you know what? It'll probably be easier if I sit and do it. It'll probably be easier if I sit and do it. Yep, much easier. Yeah, I'm always, you know, trying to be polite and positive, man. That's the only way I live my life. But I'm about to get negative in a second if this doesn't work. Because it's giving me a hard time. Huh, wonder why that's not working. Oh, I think maybe now it is. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Perfect. Okay, so let me back up a little bit and see what you guys had to say. Let me turn on this light here. There we go. Oh, man. So what'd you guys think of the Funko Pop Tour? I'm backing up a little bit. He doesn't have iCarly. Oh. Hero says, Matt, your editing and thumbnail are so underrated. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. No, I don't have a Curious George one. I do not. I do not. I do not. There we go. Now we can see all the pops. Cool. All right. Let's see what else you guys said. We have about 20 minutes left, so whatever questions you have before we get going, let's make it happen. I'm not lying. There is a brain, and don't be lying to me, Machiavelli. Did I cry watching Stranger Things when Will? No, I didn't. I didn't cry. I did not cry. Matt, what is the longest championship reign you ever had? Ooh. Technically, I have one still going for a championship that the company ended up going under, so I guess I'm their last champ. What do you know? What do you know? I'm their last champ. Machiavelli says, I think it's a lie, to be honest, but I'm not sure. Maybe somebody like put it together so it just seemed like there was a brain in it. Like maybe they cut it open already and put it in there. I don't know. Matt is always so positive. Yeah, I try. Matt Rivera versus Matt Saxon. Who would win? Probably Matt Saxon, because Matt Saxon is not as nice. My favorite NXT match is Shinsuke versus Sammy. I mean, that was a good one. Definitely was a good one. No iCarly. Why would I have iCarly? Can I have a pop? No, I don't give away any pops. That's for sure. I definitely don't give any away. Matt, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I kind of find Y2J ruined Legacy. You know what? I don't think it's an unpopular opinion. I think a lot of people feel that way, including myself. Like, I think his time in AEW, not that it's not good, not that he's not doing a great job, but there's something about, I feel like if his career ended with WWE, it's like he would have ended on top. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. There's something about it that feels a little weird. Alan says, my only Funkos are Spider-Man and Low Key. Hey, those are two good ones to have if you're only going to have two. Let's see. What is it? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Ray Scabar? What's going on? I don't know if I said that right. Am I going to get a Tupac pop? Yes, absolutely. Tinky Winky, did I see Kenta yesterday? Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I was like, oh, snap. Oh, snap. Here we go. Can you show us any championships you own or have? I don't have any, like, of championships I've won. I have the WWE title that you've probably seen before, but that's about it. No Drake and Josh. I agree, Matt. Be retired if WWE. Yeah. Ray Scabar. So I said that right. Good. Michael B. I don't know why my nose is so itchy. What are my top 5 favorite wrestling games? Okay, so my top 5 favorite wrestling games. Here Comes the Pain is definitely up there. I enjoy. You see, I start to kind of forget a lot of the SmackDown versus Raw or the WWE 2K series. I'm not really good at keeping track of those. So to me, like, Here Comes the Pain is just amazing. Let's see. Did I see the awful GTS, says Minecraft? I did. It wasn't the best GTS. It definitely wasn't. And I don't know, Moxley's selling of it was kind of strange to me. JJ says, thoughts on Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul?
It's money, man. Like, it's all about the money. And I think it's sad. Like, boxing is just not in the state it was, that it used to be in. I think it would be awesome if Logan Paul beat him. That would make it for me. I'd be like, yes, nice. Keith Lee is overrated. I don't think he's overrated. I actually think he's really, really good. The only thing with Keith Lee, I think ever since he came to the main roster, he seemed lost. He seemed like he's kind of lost his confidence. So I don't know what's going on there. Sammy B says, there's no brain inside the Funko Pops. Let's see. Jose Rivera, what's going on? So I think Carlito should win the IC title. Yeah, I could see him winning the IC or like US title again. Maybe even tag team with somebody. Maybe even like the NXT title. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see. What else do we have here? Have I seen the Tommaso versus Johnny One Final Beat? That was the kind of the cinematic style match, right? Because I don't think I love that one, if I remember correctly. AEW and NXT are kind of overrated. I mean, I enjoy both shows. I'm someone who I enjoy wrestling, period. So it doesn't really take much for me to enjoy like watching it. I turn 14 tomorrow. JJ, man, happy 14th birthday in advance, just in case we don't get on here. Ray Scabar says, what other games do I play? I play Crash Bandicoot. I've played Kakarot. I thought that was a pretty cool one. I thought it could have been a little better, but I did enjoy it. I played the latest, well, not the latest Spider-Man. I haven't played Miles Morales yet. I am planning on playing that on Twitch, which we will talk about that. In the last, 10 minutes, I'll actually talk to you guys about some plans that I have in the near future. Let's see. Carlito, future Hall of Famer. You see, I'll be honest. I don't feel like Carlito's really done that much in WWE. You know what I mean? I feel like maybe he can now, but I don't really feel like he's actually done that much to cement a legacy for like a Hall of Fame worthy career, Honestly, with Keith, I don't think he should be doing all this flippy stuff despite what he is and isn't physically capable of. See, I actually enjoy his high-flying stuff. I really, really do. And especially because he's such a big dude. It works for me. And I think since he came to the main roster, they told him to do less of it. Because he kind of has this slower kind of, I don't know, he kind of just smacks people out of the air now. I feel like he's just a big fly swatter. And I don't know. He's not the same as he was in NXT. All right, let's see. Thoughts on Keith Lee doing Spanish flies? Doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me at all. But the super kick and the Spanish fly, both moves are so overly used. I'm like, guys, you don't have to do a Spanish fly to impress people. Just have a really good wrestling match. Tell a really good story. And I think that alone would really do way more than just having these crazy high-flying spots. You know what I mean? I feel like the art of telling a really good story in a wrestling match has been lost a little bit. And that's something that when I wrestle again, I really want to start bringing back. I'm like, you don't have to do 20 crazy moves in a match. You don't have to do a quadruple shooting star press springboard splash to the outside through a flaming table. You don't have to do those things. You just have to tell a really good story. And I feel like that's kind of been lost in wrestling a little bit. To be honest, I'm not really a fan of pro wrestler doing 5,000 super kicks, 5,000 Canadian destroyers, or no selling. I agree. Come on, a guy who comes in and spits apples and pieces in people's faces should be a Hall of Famer. I see. Do I think of pro wrestling as a sport? I'm going to say no. And I'm going to say no because I do believe that pro wrestlers are athletes. But I don't think of pro wrestling as a sport because the matches are not competitive matches to where there's a undefined winner and loser. It's scripted, so it's different, Would I rather take a mandible claw for 5 minutes or I'm like, I don't know if you typed this right, Tinky Winky, but I'm going to read it. So maybe you could fix it if I'm reading it wrong. Would I rather take a mandible claw for 5 minutes or be black while slammed, maybe black hole slammed? While through a table onto a chair covered in text. I'm going to assume you mean black hole slammed. And I'm going to choose the mandible claw, I guess. Thoughts on my hairline? Listen, man. Lost, just like I am for an answer. Sammy B says, Matt should have a Death Valley driver in his moveset, maybe. JJ hairline looking like the best, my G. Thank you, hero. Let's see. Release a video with lyrics on your new theme. So I am going to release once I master the song, I will release it in a different forum. I don't know if it'll be on YouTube in the form of video or if I'll just have it for download available on like SoundCloud or put it on Spotify, but I will have it available once it's completely done. Matt could counter an RKO. Absolutely. Yes, Black Hole Slam. That's what I figured you meant, Tinky Winky. I got an argument with a bunch of marks as I argued that social media ruined wrestling. I mean, there is some of that. There is definitely some of that. R.I.P. SB Speeve, or I'm not sure. Yes, still cheap, still cheap. Absolutely. How would I react if I was in a WWE game? I'd probably be like, "Oh snap!" Something like that. Matt should have a Bronco Buster in his moveset. No, that's a hard pass on that one. Matt, how did you get hired in the Dark Knight Rises? Oh, so for the Dark Knight Rises, there was a casting call, and they were looking for people with like some sort of fight experience. And when they knew that I did professional wrestling and used to do karate and whatnot, they really wanted me to be part of it. And we had to basically practice for the Dark Knight. And we had like this grueling training that we were in the sun, and they just had like a field of us fighting, and they went around and like marked us. They were like, "No, you suck. You're good. You suck. You're good." And me and my friend Billy Kushner did so well that we were able to fight within like, I don't know, a 4-person radius of Batman and Bane, which was pretty cool. Let's see. Tristan Law is going to crush you. Nebula's a comedian. Was I on Team Batman or in the Thugs? I was a thug, while my friend Billy was a police officer. So, so let me tell you guys a little bit about what's coming on this channel. So at the end of February, the last week, I will start up a Discord finally. Yes, the Discord will be started up at the end of April. I will officially be streaming on Twitch. I will probably be doing non-wrestling related video games. So if you're a video game fan and you want to see games like Miles Morales, Final Fantasy VII Remake, if you want to see a bunch of different types of video games, maybe Red Dead Revolver, hopefully, wow, Red Dead Revolver, now I'm aging myself, Red Dead Redemption. There's like a whole bunch of different things that I'll be playing on Twitch at the very end of April. What else here? What else here? Oh, live streams. Let's talk about live streams real quick, because I did post that this one would be the Funko Pop tour. And then after this, actually, let me stop myself real quick right here. If you haven't already, don't forget to Hulk smash that like button like it owes you money. We have just a few moments here left, and we're at 23 likes. Let's see if we can get to like 25 before we go, right? Why not? Why not? There we go. We're at 25. Look at that. Maybe we can get to 30 before we leave. We'll see. But let's talk a little bit about what's going on with the live streams. So I had posted that this would be the Funko Pop tour. The very next one would be what was the next one? Oh, using my Christmas gift. I'm not going to tell you exactly what I mean by that, but you'll have to see. I'll be doing a very, very special live stream where I'm testing some new things out. But live streams aren't necessarily coming to an end. But the 30th live stream will be completely different. It'll be really, really different. We're going to start doing things like giveaways. There's going to be prizes. There's going to be contests. It's going to be a little more interactive. And there's going to be a lot of things going on now with the live streams. So, yeah. I really hope that you guys enjoy what's coming, man, because there's going to be a lot of cool things, man. There's going to be a lot of cool things with the live streams, especially. I felt like this was starting to get a little stale. You know, I wanted to give you guys something different. I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to participate more, to be able to do really cool things during the live stream. So, yeah, that's basically what it is. It's not ending at 29, but it's going to be completely revamped at 30. A whole new style of live stream. Will I still be answering questions? Absolutely. Absolutely still be answering questions. If anything, maybe I'll be able to answer more questions. We'll see. We'll see. I have a lot in mind for them, man. I have a lot in mind. Let's see. I'm going to try to backtrack a little bit, answer any questions that I can. I should get rid of the complete shot for the phenomenal forearm. So I am not a high flyer at all. If I went to do the phenomenal forearm, I'd probably land right on my face. Least favorite wrestler, the Great Khali. The Great Khali. Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm not sweating Tristan Law. I like the way Tristan was like, "What? Oh, you should see what I did to Anthony Marcos," and I'm like, "Bro, you lost that match, man. What? How do you brag about a match you lost?" That's all right. I'll meet him in the ring this year. We'll see what happens. One of my favorite songs made it to the radio. Sammy B, what song, man? Let me guess, the 360 splashes in your arsenal. Absolutely not. Not if I want a broken neck. Let's see. Do I still want to look like a Greek god? Of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Always, man. Always. Let's see. Am I still training for my wrestling return? Yes, Michael B. That is actually something that will be new on the live stream. I want to start, and it's going to be a little challenging, but I do want to start documenting my in-ring training to share with you guys, because I feel like that would be really, really cool for you guys to see. But it's not always, it could be a little frowned upon to record while training is happening. It's like, it's kind of, I'm a little old school too. For maybe some of the younger bucks, no pun intended, it's not as weird, but you're not really supposed to do that. You know what I mean? When you train, you're there for training and training only. You keep your head in the game. You keep your head in the ring. You're not like, ooh, let me set up this camera real quick. That's not really what you do. But I think I'll make an exception. I'm sure I can make it happen. Am I friends with any WWE superstars? Not anyone close. Like, definitely not like anyone I'm really close to, where I'm like, oh, let me just text them, or, whatever. Like, no, not really. Let's see. Favorite rapper if I listen to rap. Ooh. I have a bunch, man. Method Man is up there. Definitely love myself some Method Man. I like Logic. I enjoy Eminem. I enjoy Tech 9. I like old school Kanye West, old school 50 Cent, Jadakiss. A lot, man. A lot. Matt should add the V trigger. Maybe. Maybe. Matt looks so skinny like Adam Cole. You guys are funny. Hairy Matt. Do I still get waxed by my mom? I do not. And I do not live with my mom anymore either. I'll Photoshop you with hair. So give me a pose. That was the pose. Let's see. What else do we got here? What else do we got here? We have just a few more minutes left to go. Do I still put tape on my boots? I do not. I like Method Man too. Yeah, man. Gotta love some Method Man. Some classic Wu-Tang. Drake is the #1 rapper ever. Anthony. I am upset by your opinion. Drake, the #1 rapper ever. What? Come on now. Drake. Really? Really? Ooh. The next video on this channel will be Monday. It's time for the Community Royal Rumble match, which I'm so excited to do. I feel like I really enjoyed the last one. You guys got really into it during the premiere. I thought it was really, really dope. You guys were all like, oh, no, this guy got thrown out. No, I'm going to win. So to see that competitiveness was pretty cool. I'm really excited for this next one and to crown another winner. So far, we've had Chris Sexton, and we've had, oh, man, why is the name escaping me? Brad Coate. So those are the 2 winners. What we're going to do, once we have 6 winners, I will be having an Elimination Chamber match featuring someone that each winner has picked. And the winner of that Elimination Chamber match will get a very, very special prize from yours truly, an exclusive prize. So I hope you guys keep up with it. If you don't win, don't be discouraged. There'll always be more, because once the Elimination Chamber finishes, we'll start the whole process over again. So it'll be pretty cool. I actually knew Eddie Edwards. That's pretty cool, Tinky Winky. Put the used tissues in the protein shake. That sounds terrible. Tupac or Biggie or Big L? Okay. Big L is really dope. It's just a shame that he died so early, because I feel like he would have been just as big as Tupac or Biggie, or even bigger. Cheap Wrestler, Daily Routine made it on the radio. It was a song I made for fun. That's dope, man. That's awesome. Michael B says, do I think the Extreme Cheapskates episode changed your life in a big way? Absolutely. But I would say even more than the Extreme Cheapskates episode, probably Cody Ko and Noel Miller doing their reaction video. 110%. Maverick Matt Saxon is the #1 rapper. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Anthony says he doesn't really rap. What are you talking about? I don't really rap. Oh, you mean Drake. Yeah, Drake doesn't really rap. I wish I can join the Rumble next time around. Listen, I always post about it. I do a lot of posts before it happens. I'm like, who wants in? Who wants in? Who wants in? So check out the community page regularly because there will be more options. Shake my hand, shake my head. Matt Saxon is overrated. Blah blah blah. So we have Nebula, the keyboard warrior, in the house. Who's my sugar mama? She was. If you haven't, listen. There's a live stream, I think number 20. You can watch that, and Sugar Mama is part of it. Race Car, I'm glad you know Big L. Of course, of course. Absolutely. Would I wrestle Logan or Jake Paul? Probably at the same time. Knock them both out. Why not? Make them tap. Walter is better than that. You know how I feel about Walter. Yeah, if I wanted to be a big angry baby, I guess that's cool. Right? Anyway. We have hit our time here. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the cheapest wrestler in the world, Matt Rivera. Thank you so much for joining me on this Funko Pop tour. And I will see you guys real soon. Peace!